Attention passionate Atlanta, Falcons fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC South and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Atlanta Falcons' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Atlanta, FALCONS FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. Buckle up because what we're hearing right now could be one of the biggest moves in the NFL this season, especially for the Falcons. Rumors are swirling that the Las Vegas Raiders, sitting at 1-3 and struggling defensively with a points per game allowed of 27, are eyeing a blockbuster trade that could shake up the entire NFC South. And guess who's at the center of this? None other than Max Crosby, the all-pro edge rusher who's been a force since he entered the league. It looks like the Raiders are considering trading Crosby to Atlanta in exchange for a second-round pick in 2026 and an offensive line reserve, specifically Drew Dalman. This kind of move, if it materializes, could totally alter the dynamics of the division and give Atlanta a serious boost on defense, especially along the pass rush. Now let's talk a bit about Max Crosby. When you hear the name, you immediately think of elite pass rushing talent, and that's exactly what Crosby has been for the past couple of seasons. He's been recognized as an All-Pro in 2022, 2023, and now in 2024, which is no small feat. His PFF pass rush grade has consistently been over 92.4, making him one of the top edge defenders in the league. Just look at his stats: 58.5 sacks, over 285 pressures, 10 forced fumbles, and nearly 100 tackles for loss in 85 games. That's dominance. For the 2024 season alone, Crosby has already amassed 14.5 sacks with a PFF grade of 91. 2. His EPA per rush is 42, indicating he's not just racking up sacks but also consistently applying pressure that disrupts offensive plays. And it's not just about the numbers. Crosby's durability is impressive too. Despite a shoulder injury in 2024 that kept him out for one game, he's played over 90% of the snaps when healthy, showing his resilience and importance to the Raiders' defense. When you compare him to other top pass rushers like TJ Watt, Crosby's stats hold up remarkably well, with about 12.2 sacks per season and 45 min faves, which is a measure of how often he's the focal point of the opposing offense's blocking schemes. His run-stopping ability is also elite, with a PFF grade surpassing 85. That means he's not only a threat in passing situations, but also a formidable defender against the run, making him a versatile and complete player. But of course, in the NFL, every move has its skeptics. The Raiders are known for their rebuild mode, and as much as Crosby is a valuable asset, his cap hit of around $25 million makes him a significant financial commitment. They currently have about $15 million in cap space and are prioritizing draft picks, especially for their future quarterback. There's talk that trading Crosby could help free up cap space and give them more flexibility to draft a QB that they believe will lead them back to prominence. Still, some are cautious, questioning whether overpaying for a defender like Crosby is the right move when they are focusing on rebuilding from the ground up, especially considering they've allowed about 4.8 yards per carry this season, which is below par. Now, shifting our focus to what this move could mean for the Falcons. You see, Atlanta's pass rush has been somewhat inconsistent this season. They are averaging just 2.8 sacks per game, which is below the league average, and that's an area that needs bolstering if they want to make a real push for the playoffs and contend for the NFC South crown. Adding someone of Crosby's caliber, an elite pass rusher, would be a game-changer. Imagine Crosby lining up opposite players like Arnold Ebiketie, creating a duo that could rival some of the best in the league, similar to the Bosa-Mack combo in San Francisco. His presence would elevate the entire front seven, forcing quarterbacks to make quicker decisions and opening opportunities for other pass rushers. The projections for Crosby if he joins Atlanta are quite promising. Experts are estimating around 14 sacks in 2025, which would significantly boost the Falcons' overall sack numbers and pressure rate. This kind of upgrade could turn Atlanta's defense from a decent unit into a formidable force capable of shutting down high-powered offenses. When you analyze the numbers, Crosby's addition could increase the Falcons' win rate by around 31%, and their pressure allowed could drop by 14 pressures per game. That's a huge impact. Plus, with players like Jarrett, who has a PFF grade of 84, and the potential for a more aggressive shutdown defense, the Falcons could see their points allowed decrease from about 22 to just 17 per game. Now, let's talk about the division and the playoff picture. The NFC South is wide open this year, and the Falcons are sitting at 3-2, showing they have what it takes to compete. But the competition is fierce, and the addition of Crosby could give them that extra edge needed to secure the division and make a deep playoff run. The odds for the Super Bowl are already shifting, from +2,500 to around +1,100 for the Falcons, reflecting the increased confidence in their chances if this trade goes through. The Raiders, on the other hand, are at odds of +25,000, indicating they're betting on a rebuild and a future without Crosby immediately. But this hypothetical move could be the X factor, especially with the Raiders looking to draft for their future and Atlanta aiming to make a splash now. So, when you combine all these elements, it's clear that this potential trade isn't just about swapping players. It's about strategic moves that could reshape the NFC South, elevate Atlanta's defense to new heights, and perhaps even set the stage for a Super Bowl appearance in the near future. Crosby's elite pass-rushing ability, combined with Atlanta's need for more pressure on opposing quarterbacks, makes this a story worth watching closely. Whether or not it materializes, the very thought of Crosby in a Falcons uniform gets fans excited. Imagine the possibilities, the impact on the field, and how it could change the narrative of this season. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Atlanta Falcons news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And as we wrap up, I want to hear from you, Falcons fans. What do you think about this potential trade? Would you love to see Max Crosby in red and black? Do you believe he's the missing piece that could finally push Atlanta over the top? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because your opinion really matters to us and to the future of the Falcons. Remember, I'll be back very soon with more updates, insights, and breaking news, so stay tuned and keep supporting your team. The Atlanta Falcons are on the rise, and with moves like this, who knows? Maybe this is the season we finally see Atlanta make a deep playoff run, maybe even compete for that elusive Super Bowl. Thanks for listening, and as always, stay passionate, stay loyal, and go Falcons.